Yo, what's up, Mysonne? This is Mace from Say Something.
What's going on with you? How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I can't complain.
You was out last night with Ross and the guys. How was that?
Yeah, it was a good look. We had a good time.
Yeah. And here French Montana was in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you got a new single out right now. You got a new single called Get Into the Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's produced by Somethin Sounds.
Yes.
Okay, so how was that chopping up in the studio with him? What's that like? The experience and stuff.
Well, we actually didn't chop it on the studio. I met Saram a couple of years back, and we just stayed in contact. And he usually, when he had his music, like this was the second track we did another song called Hustle Till I Get It.
Okay, yeah.
You know, he just usually just sends me tracks like, yo, I got a track for you. And he just emails me, and then heard the beat, and I just immediately was like, yeah, this is one of those, you know. So just took it from there.
Okay, that's what's up. And I mean, you recently done quite a lot of dope freestyles recently. You jumped on Stay Scheming and Lord Knows, and they've been causing quite a frenzy on Twitter and on the websites. In case there any other kind of freestyles you're going to be jumping on in the future?
Well, I was about to do, for some reason I'm like kind of late on the Dreams Money Goodbye.
Yeah.
But I was listening to it this morning, and I was like, yeah, I just started writing to that, so that'll probably be out in the next couple of days.
Wow, that's what's up. Yeah.
I just go by what I feel, man. If I hear a beat and I like it, it gives me a feeling, or I feel like it's something I need to say on it. That's what I do.
Yeah. The thing is, the difference is when you jump in the booth and you release these freestyles, you have a different type of energy to a lot of these other rappers out there. Your energy is kind of crazy, and it portrays that in your freestyles, on your singles. Okay, where did that energy come from?
It's passion, man. Like, I just do music. My music is I'm passionate about my music, so at the end of the day, it comes across in the freestyle.
Yeah. You was once an infamous member of the Rough Riders crew, and you now have affiliations with Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was that chopping up with the Game? I hear you was out here in London recently with the Game. In case, how's that being on the Black Wall Street affiliation camp?
It was good.
Yeah.
It's good. The whole tour was beautiful. Energy, the love from the people.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful experience, man. I had never been to Europe or UK before.
Yeah.
Definitely a beautiful experience.
Okay, so while you was out here, did you get to hear any of the UK kind of music that we do over here?
Not really. I didn't get to. I mean, the station I was listening to were mostly playing, hip hop and all that. So I didn't really get in tune with the artists that were out in UK.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yesterday I recently chopped up with Babs, Brooklyn Babs, and she had a lot of nice things to say about you. Said that she was saying that you're good peoples and your family, and she would like to get back in the booth with you. So, the cypher that you done with Babs.
Yeah, Babs that's family, man.
Yeah, the cypher.
All the time, man. She's dope artist, dope person, everything.
Yeah, the cypher that you two chopped up together, that cypher was crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah, that cypher was crazy.
And that's the thing, you stood out on that cypher. You and Babs definitely stood out on that cypher. So we'll be seeing many more ciphers from you in the future as well.
I mean, more than likely, I love the artistry of it, so more than likely you'll be seeing me do ciphers. Always there for a cipher.
Okay. And recently, about last year, Lil Kim released Black Friday, and you had a lot of support for Kim at the time, which was quite relevant on Twitter and stuff. Okay, and I see you have a lot of support for female MCs as well as the male MCs, and you seem like you're quite a supporter. Is that important to you to support people from your neighborhood, Brooklyn, Bronx?
It's just important for me to just support anybody that's doing something positive, and that's grinding to get somewhere. Like Kim, when I first got in the game, Kim supported me. Like, she was like one of the first artists I ever rap to, and she was like, "Yeah, you dope," and she spread the word, and you know how these things spread the word. word of mouth.
Yeah.
People feel like you hot. So she was one of the first artists telling people that he's dope, you know. And so, and every time I was with her or around her, she always was positive and, you know, always supportive of me. So
yeah,
that goes a long way with me, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I always have love for Kim, and I try to support anybody that's doing something and moving forward.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what's up. Okay, so why don't you tell the viewers about your new projects?
Yeah, I have a documentary about the drop.
Yeah.
And we got the Money Gang, a compilation about the drop. About the drop of my new mixtape with me and DJ Scream, Definition of a G Part 2. So I'm doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, just working hard, man. And everything that you hear from me is gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, whatever you feel about it, it's gonna be genuine, it's gonna be real, it's gonna be heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's gonna be from the soul.
So when can we expect this mixtape coming out?
Well, the mixtape should be out in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
I'm just putting the finishing touches on it now. But it's definitely gonna be street, like more street.
Yeah.
Heartfelt and real music, you know. So.
That's the thing. I think that's what hip hop needs again right now, and that's gonna move me on to my next question. I've been asking a lot of artists recently about the Common and Drake situation. Drake saying that hip hop's becoming too sweet. Okay, and you recently had a little talking with Little B recently. Okay, he was on the front cover of XXL, and many people felt he shouldn't be on the cover. You publicly said that he shouldn't be on the cover. Okay, what do you think about the state of hip hop in regards to it being too sweet and certain rappers out there?
One thing is this: it's not about. There always gonna be different artists and different artists that do things. I just think that the hip hop era, the hip hop community is only putting certain artists to the forefront. Like before, you had a different outlet for every type of artist. You used to listen to the radio. There was 5 or 6 different type of artists.
Yeah.
Now every artist is in the same category as Drake. You have Big Sean, Drake, J. Cole, like all these artists actually to a certain degree do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's not, and they're all dope artists. I like them all. I like the music, but I just want to hear a variety.
Yeah.
I hear artists that doesn't talk about what they talk about. You know, I want to hear artists that's from where I'm from that talks about the struggle. Everybody is not rich. Everybody's not popping bottles in the club and fucking models. Like that's just not everybody's reality.
Yeah.
So you turning the common person away from hip hop, and when hip hop was made for us to talk about our reality.
Yeah.
You know, and most of the songs that they promote are not the reality. Even if you listen to dopest artists, they don't promote the reality-based songs. So I just think that we got to get back to giving variety in hip hop. You know, there are so many different types of hip hop artists. So you promote one kind of artist and one kind of music and call it hip hop, to me is a discredit. And then for you to put people like Lil B in the category of hip hop, period.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it's just like you making people look at us like we're a joke.
Yeah.
You're making it worse for us. We struggling to make people respect what we do, and then you promote someone who had absolutely no talent and call him the future of what we do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be you're supposed to be someone that a respected name in hip hop. Like I just think that what we doing for recognition and us taking the fact that somebody has YouTube hits and trying to make them into stars, instead of realizing that it's doing more harm than good, is diminishing the value of hip hop.
Okay, I have to agree with that actually. Okay, and how important is you? I mean, whose fault do you think it is in regards to why the music industry in regards to hip hop is the way it is? Is it the fans that are supporting this music? I mean, they're all dope artists, but a lot of these tracks, like Babs was saying recently, that a lot of the tracks, all you know is the hook. You don't know the verses like you used to do back in the days with Biggie and Nas. And
we know this, man. I know that promotion is a key to anything.
Yeah.
And if most of these songs that we don't know nothing with the hooks to, what happens is that all we do is those are songs we hear. When we first hear those songs, we hate them.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear those music, but it's constantly played and it's constantly over and over to where we become conditioned.
Yeah.
To say, all right, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? The artists that we respect, the artists that you might think are dope artists, they don't have that same opportunity. They're not being played on the radio 30 and 40 times a minute. So where you like, yo, this is a dope song. Or the people who get to know it, they hear the song one time and be like, yo, what happened to that song?
Yeah.
But you hear a song where all you hear is the chorus, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is what we have. So we like, fuck it, we might as well move to it. We might as well stay in time.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what's going on.
Yeah, man. Okay, in regards to like your album, a lot of people want to hear the Mysonne album. How soon are you to completing an album?
I mean, to me, it's not about completing an album because music is in my soul. I can complete an album in a week.
Yeah.
Actually, I can complete a full album in a week. It's just about when I feel like it's necessary. Until then, I'm just going to continue to just put music out there and let the fans just grab it until I feel like the call for an album is really like it makes sense to drop. Because a lot of times people drop albums and the world is not prepared for the album. The world is not calling for it. So it goes overlooked. I don't want an album, my first album that I dropped, to just go overlooked. I just want to feel like that I feel that the world is ready or wants the album. Until then, I'll continue to drop mixtapes. I'll continue to drop singles. I'll continue to, just put it that way. I don't want an album to go overlooked.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, what's next for you? You got your mixtape coming out. You got the Money Gang situation coming out. What's next for you to propel you to that situation where the world will be ready for the Mysonne album?
Well, we're going to Australia February 13th.
Oh, that's dope.
And we're going to be out there for about a week and a half. We're going to do some shows out there.
Okay.
And in that time, we're going to work on the Money Gang situation. By that time, the definition of a G-Part 2 should be done. So I'm just going to keep pushing it. Okay. Keep pushing it and go.
Alright, well, before I let you go, I need to ask you a tough question. Okay, who would you say is your top 5 best rappers of all time, dead or alive?
Of all time?
All time. It's a hard question.
Rakim.
Wow.
Jay-Z, Nas, Gucci Rap.
Yeah.
Big Pun.
Big Pun. That's a good list right there, Mysonne. I just want to say thank you very much for the time. I know you're a very busy guy right now. Okay, and before I let you go, can you do a big shout out on the website for me, saysomething.com?
Yeah, this is Mysonne. NY General, B Cross Responders, Black Raw Money Gang is us. Shout out to saysomething.com, man. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you so much, Mysonne, for your time, okay?
I appreciate it.
Mysonne, now what they gonna do with me? I move like it's two of me. They gon' write the realest somewhere on my eulogy. I don't need no jewelry, I'm here for that money though. I'm everywhere, well